it have me a wonder. It have me a wonder. Because we know from last term that the Integrity Commission and the PNP is working together. Based on what they do, the Prime Minister, based on what Julian said prior to the election about a report that got dropped and it got cause government to dissolve an election of a call, based on what the permanent secretary say about leaking information to the media where him never give the media, me don't need the rocket sign, me don't need nobody to tell me say the PNP I work with people at the IC. And that is why when a couple of you labor right, my friends, come on my platform, Petal, and I bring up Mark Golding statutory declaration. Me tell you to select that alone. Because that benefit of us no time at all. We not no political mileage to gain this, so no time at all. Me tell you this. And because me follow the politics a little while now, me know say me never wrong. Me tell you leave this IC business alone as it relates to the statutory declaration and as it relates to how the IC operate, because the IC is political motivated and the IC is working with the PNP now. I tell you no.
Amtrak reminds passengers to please take off.
So when I saw exactly, Kingston, when I saw the Young Jamaica put out statement last week calling on Mark Jefferson Golding to answer, but you don't notice me don't even repost it because me say sometimes I wonder about my party. Sometimes I wonder about my party, Bloom. Because I am telling you that the Jamaica Labour Party cannot win with the Integrity Commission. The Integrity Commission and the PNP is working together. That is a fight we cannot win. So we need to leave that alone and focus on things that we can win, which is the Jaden, Dennis Garden, Mark Golding situation. That is where Mark Golding is vulnerable. That is where Mark Golding is vulnerable. We need to tie Mark Golding. We need to make Mark Golding stand beside Dennis Garden and support Dennis Garden publicly, Lou. So when the investigation finish and Jack then, if Jack then and based on the evidence we are seeing, Jack then are going in trouble, we can say, look, Mark Golding supported Jack then and whatever they are entangling with. No, and that is my angle. That is my angle. Because that is where Mark Golding is most vulnerable. Because Mark Golding say him is the man of integrity. You cannot be a man of integrity while standing beside Jaden when Jaden is under investigation by the IC, MOCA, and SIB for illicit enrichment. Read the UWI scandal. That is where we should go. Me tell you no, leave the Integrity Commission thing alone because we cannot win this. We cannot win this Bloom because the Integrity Commission and Mark Golding is working together. But no Bloom, nobody now listen to me. Nobody now listen to me. So when me see the Young Jamaica put out, me just say look, me say coupon them, no, nothing, but I shut up on no mouth. Because me could have tell you say, IC was going to put out a statement defending Mark Golding. Then do it before, so I don't know what the hell on play on Mark Golding. It come like in the debate, Bloom. I was in a group, and I said in the group, the Prime Minister must not bring up Mark Golding birth paper because me know for a fact say Mark Golding was gonna walk with his birth paper. I knew Mark Golding was gonna walk with his birth paper, and I said in a group, what if a Tapanaris, what if I know it all labor right when know everything and nobody is not know nothing. I said it, Bloom. I said Prime Minister must not focus on Mark, does not bring up Mark Golding. Prime Minister must bring up DB and G and how Mark Gordon and Peter Bunting made his money on the back of poor people. Prime Minister must bring up Mark Gordon asset hidden away in a foreign trust. Prime Minister must bring up Mark Gordon saying that he need to ask the country if he rescind the British citizenship. Prime Minister must bring up Mark Gordon company benefiting from the policies of Jamaica. Prime Minister must bring up Mark Gordon company building low income houses. None of that. None of that lied. None of that. We don't listen to. We don't send the Prime Minister in a debate like a choir him a go pan. Choir him a go pan go sing the leading song in a choir. And see, Mark Gordon was dirty right through the debate. I may tell you that. You no listen because you know it all. Then now, you come again. You come again. You come again. You come again, young Jamaica. Come out and go ask IC and ask Mark about the statutory declaration. But no, say the IC was going to come out with Mark about the statutory declaration this weekend because they do it before. Lied. It doesn't matter if a piece of paper and come with some, and I knew I was gonna come with it. If you're looking at a group of me in a me say, if you ask my husband, me tell him before. Because me see how Dayton operate. Dayton is an attack dog. Dayton attack. And Dayton was Mark Gordon twice. So me know Mark Gordon was gonna come and attack. I knew that. But you no listen. You no listen. You no come like Democrat them in America with about when they go low, we go high. That is why President Trump won the election in 2024 because the Democrat them when them go low, we go high. That is why President Trump wiped the floor with them. Because this are full of politics will not play from 1990s. These are different type of politics are going on in Jamaica now. Different type of politics. And just by asking Mark Gordon for statutory declaration, we don't bring back Andrew's situation back in at the front fold because of no nonsense. That is why I never bother waste time and come live on the weekend can upset me. Just by asking Mark Gordon about statutory declaration, we don't bring back for Andrew one back in at the forefront. When nobody didn't talk about it, oh no, make people talk about it now. Oh no, I no goddamn nonsense. Want to put out where here. Oh no, do it. Because I not read the tea leaf. I not see what go on the country. Look how much things are going on in the country. We have jacked them pinned down. We have jacked them pinned down tight at the PAC. We have jacked them pinned down at the PAC tight. I don't know come with no goddamn foolish about statutory declaration and put back the IC in the news. We don't have nothing to do. Shut up on no damn mouth. We don't make work hard. But just by asking that ridiculous question of Mark Gordon on the weekend, we don't bring back the conversation, read the Prime Minister's statutory declaration back in the news. That's what you guys did with the foolishness want to put out. Exactly, Bloom. Exactly. Look how much things you could have put out statement. You should have asked Mark Gordon say and ask Jack then how is it that Mr. Allen say and him sign the paper with Jack then use. Ask Jack then and Mark Gordon to tell the country who signed the paper with Jack then used to import the goods instead of not put out goddamn nonsense about statutory declaration. You can't win with that. Let that alone. You cannot win with that. See? You see what I see though? I see no make Mark put it out in I see put it out in the paper. Front page. And that's what I want. Any only they keep on no goddamn mouth shut. It will come in the front page of the Gleaner. You guys put it at the front page of the Gleaner with no goddamn nonsense. Me say man. Me say man. Me tell you no. Look how much things did for we talk with the young John. Yeah, boy, I tell you guys, me so frustrated. Look how much things are going on in the country. Look how much positive things are going on in the Labour Party. Look how much positive things are going on. Prime Minister just finally opened the bridge. How much people get their land title. How much people get their land from housing trust. Look how much things are going on in the country. Positive things Prime Minister do. And I will never have nothing else to come with more than put Mark Golding back in at the front page in a positive way. When we have Mark Golding pinned down with the Jack Den situation. We have Mark Golding pinned down. We have Mark Golding pinned right down. Because you notice how the PNP here though, they might try to take Jack Den out of the spotlight. They want to take Jack Den and the thing at PAC out of the spotlight. They not bring it up. They not talk about it. They not talk about it no time at all. Are we supposed to talk about it? Because the man give us the smoking gun. The man tell we Tuesday say he did not sign the paper where Jack Den used to bring in the dialysis machine. So who signed it? Who signed that paper? Who signed that certificate giving Jack Den the permission to use the tax exempt? Ask Mark Golding. Ask Dennis Garden. Instead, we not ask Mark Golding goddamn nonsense about statutory declaration. We not allow that alone, man. We not allow that alone. We not go with that. I don't know what we not go with that. I don't leave. Nobody can come from my only time me talk about IC for my platform. I when me a cuss IC. If me not cuss IC, me not talk about IC. I mean, when me a cuss IC, me not ask them more statutory declaration. Me ask them, me I say them useless and worthless, so we not get no value for money from them. Me not care what they put out. When Integrity Commission put out a report, me not read it. Because it's a garbage. Garbage. Because they don't work shit. They don't work nothing at all. Everything they put out a pure opinion. Be opinion they put out. And we gave them the power in the legislation to put out opinion. So if me I cuss them, I bring them down. Me not really care about them otherwise. We not ask Mark Golding about statutory declaration for. First of all, if you don't read Mark Golding, if you read what the Gleaner put out, Mark Golding say have zero. Mark Golding have no house in the country. Mark Golding have no house. If you don't read the declaration that Mark Golding put out, Mark Golding have no house in the country in our name. Absolutely no house. And that is okay with the comrades. That is okay with the comrades. It is okay with the PNP people and the civil society group that Mark Jefferson Golding don't have absolutely no house in our name. And that is fine with them. That is what I'm telling you, I see worthless. Worthless, you don't need to work with them. Just need to allow them out. How can it be as the opposition leader in the country? How can it be as the opposition leader in the country? The house where you live in your name. Mark Golding make sure say input all of his business in a company and hide it away in a trust. I never come talk about him as a man of integrity. Which integrity that? Which integrity that? And that is okay. That is okay with the civil society group then. That is okay. We tap on Harris them. But Andrew Owens them a take set pan. Andrew Owens them a take set pan. Why not even the house of Mark Jefferson Gordon live in then I name in the country. Not even the house. I remember Andrew Owens had his assets in a trust too, and the Jamaican people said, no, he don't look good. He don't look good. Him as the leader must have asset them in the country. And Prime Minister Owens bringing film asset back in the country, and Mark Gordon is allowed to hide film in a foreign trust. And nobody now said, but I'm not telling you, left the IC alone. We can't win that debacle there, guys. We cannot win that battle there. I'm telling you the truth. We cannot win that debacle there because the Integrity Commission has absolutely no integrity. The Integrity Commission is actually working as a arm of the PNP. The Integrity Commission and the PNP is working hand in hand. The Integrity Commission is a branch of the PNP. So if you can avoid them, the people, the labor rights, you avoid them and focus on what matter to the people of Jamaica. That is what you need to do. Focus on what matter to the people of Jamaica. Come on, things are going on in the country no come about Integrity Commission and Mark Gordon statutory declaration. When not even the house of Mark Gordon live in. The Integrity Commission says zero. Look which part the house department for asset for housing and sitting. Zero. Mark Gordon say zero. So the house where live in is not in his name, it's in the name of a trust. That is why I tell the labor right MP them say put on no asset and everything on in one trust, just like what Mark Gordon do, and carry it overseas. Just like what Mark Gordon do. That's all you have to do. Same thing like what Mark Gordon do with film businesses and everything. That is the exact same thing with the labor right them to do. And they're not talking with the IC. That's what I would have done. That's what I would have done. Money not talking with him. Nobody not talking with IC, you know. Same vehicle Mark Gordon use is the same vehicle me I use. I mean, they're not talking with IC. Because if Mark Gordon is allowed to do it, nothing is wrong with it. What stop the other government members them from do it? No stop no from do it. So anybody want to get up in a tangle with IC for them business? A phone business if you don't want to get in a tangle with IC, you know, when the comrade leader shown you the way. The comrade leader already shown you the way how to get around the law. So if you don't want to follow him rules and follow him lead and get around the law, phone business that on the pound one. On the pound one. The Integrity Commission send the Prime Minister's statutory declaration to the TAJ and the IC. Say them a search what only God knows. Based on investigation done by the nationwide, the IC, the TAJ and the FID done do to the IC, and IC still I will hold up the Prime Minister's statutory declaration. I want to come out, but put out question. One of go ask the IC what is holding up the Prime Minister's statutory declaration if you don't want something to do. If you don't want something to do, young Jamaica. One of go ask IC what happened to the Prime Minister's statutory declaration. That would have been more useful. That would have been more useful, don't you guys think? Because when it comes to Mark Gordon and the IC, you can't win. You cannot win. And to me, you score our own goal when you walk that can of worm there. I would have preferred not. Let that alone. Leave that alone because we already know say the Integrity Commission and Mark Gordon work hand in hand. I mean, I like the fact that you don't fall for that stupid trap. Then you will come over here and say, Madam Speaker, Mark Gordon is certified. I could care less if Mark Gordon is certified. I'm telling you already, I'm in a really business. Whether Mark Gordon is certified or not, that is of no moment to me. Turn you Blair. Whether Mark Gordon is certified or not, that is irrelevant to me. What is important to me is the Integrity Commission not being an independent body. The Integrity Commission, you've been used as a political football. The Integrity Commission not free and fair. That is more important to me. Mark Walling being certified is not important to me. The Integrity Commission being allowed to go off and damage other people reputation and malign people character. That is more important to me than Mark Walling being certified. The Integrity Commission being allowed to put out their opinion and talk about things, and even though they don't find no evidence of corruption, that is more important to me. When I'm not going certified or not is of no moment to me. It have no moment, just like how with Andrew certified is of no moment to me. I see him think me feel about Mark Walling. Because me not value the Integrity Commission. And because me not value them, whether Andrew certified, me not care. Whether Mark certified, me not care. Because me not value the IC. Me not care about the IC. Me not think the IC is a credible body. Me not think the IC is relevant. I don't think the IC is doing their work properly. So whether Andrew certified, me not care. Whether Mark certified, me not care. What me want the government to do is go in and amend the Integrity Commission Act. That me want the government to do. Go in and amend the Integrity Commission Act and give them strict guidelines. Strict guidelines. When you investigate an agency or a government member, if you don't find any evidence of corruption, then put that file in a file 13. Do not send it to the parliament unless the parliament requests it. That is what they must tell them. They must not be allowed to send any and everything to the parliament to be tabled and damage people's reputation. That is what we must tell them. If you investigate a body, if you investigate a person and you find no evidence of corruption, you must not be allowed to send your opinion to the parliament and ask the parliament to table your opinion and tell lie on people and damage people's reputation. It must not be allowed, and they must put a stop to that. That's what the government must do. Give them strict guidelines. You cannot send a report to the parliament with your opinions. The Integrity Commission is supposed to investigate and send your findings. And if you find anything illegal or whatever, you send it to the Director of Corruption Prosecution. The Integrity Commission should not be investigating people. Don't find nothing and say, even though I don't find nothing, my mind tell me say it might be corrupt. Cannot be, Johnny. Cannot be. You investigate a person, you don't find anything, then you say, I did not find anything. That's it. You don't find nothing. You can't say you investigate and you don't find nothing. But even though I don't find nothing, this did look away to me. I don't like how this looks, so I go call it what I want to call it. The Integrity Commission must be stopped. The Integrity Commission, we already have the Auditor General to do that already. We already have the Auditor General to do that already. We don't need a second body. We already have the Auditor General office to do that, to investigate and give with fair opinion on what she think. We don't need the IC for that. We only need IC for one reason. Look for corruption. If you don't find none, you left it. That's what we should focus on. Yeah. So me telling the people and then they send me a request, me telling the people, man. Certain things me tell you as a labor right to for rest, man. Me not telling you what to do still, because everybody is one thing with Labour Party is we are very independent thinkers, and like PNP, we have to get up in a group and think together. As a labor right, everybody have their own brain. And I like PNP where even when they go at university, they still does. And I like Comrade even when they go to university, they still thinking about bubble. And once anything the PNP say, when a foolishness, the Comrade them agree with it. Me don't know. They say them are the bright people, but the evidence is not there. Because you have like all idiot Jess now. Idiot Jess. I go tell the government say to amend the Firearms Act and put it retroactively. So people who get locked up for 15 years, we must go back in and give them lesser time. I want to Jess. You know, no sister Jess an idiot. Me didn't really like Jess and me think that Jess have a way forward in the country. But when me hear some parts of Jess' speech Wednesday, me I say, what was I thinking? What was I thinking? Jess I go tell the government to amend the Firearms Act retroactively. And the people who get 15 years, we must go back in and give them less time. The legislation was single-handedly bring crime down. The legislation where have criminal run up and down like chicken without head. Just say we must go back in and amend it and remove the 15 years mandatory. And the people who we give 15 years trivia, we must take it back and give them less. You know, sister Jess, idiot. And the comrade them believe that. The comrade them believe that, you know. The comrade them believe that bullshit, you know. Even though it is the Firearms Act. Oh, because of the Firearms Act, why crime down? Because the criminal and dirty corner boy, them know so when they get catch with the gun, them are going to sit down for 15 years and then can't call him Tapanari's lawyer for them get no 2 years and call him, their mother can't call nobody where they go to school with or nobody where them two of them guys see in church. Them have to go sit down for the 15 years and rest. And by having this 15 years in place, enough of the criminal then come off of the road and that contribute to the low crime rate what we have now. And the one Zulika Jess. I don't know who put them the makeup upon her face to come like when the bomb dead. I don't know who put her face, but anyway, it's another story. Come and go talk, say, we must amend the Firearms Act and put back criminal on the road. You know, since the PNP you know, since the PNP no plans for Jamaica. You know, so the People's National Party have no plans for this country. The PNP is like a empty barrel. The PNP is like a empty barrel just running around with nothing like a earhead. Oh, you got to talk about the number one legislation where everybody support. Only person who support the criminal and the PNP. The only two persons who don't support the 15-year mandatory is the PNP and the criminal lawyer them who miss the money. Only the PNP, the criminal lawyer them will now get the money again, and the criminal them. Nobody with sense now pay Zulika Jess and the PNP no mind. Because we know because this 15-year mandatory is in place, a lot of criminals don't have GP sit down. And have to hold them corner for the next 15 years. I mean, I hear nobody in a civil society, no sensible person about for the law amend. Nobody, only the PNP and the PNP criminal lawyer them. Because this is a good law. This is a good law. We'll take the criminal and the dirty corner boy them off of the road. I'm not talking about amend. A retroactive. We don't sit down, Jess, you don't have nothing to do. You don't have nothing to do, Jess. You don't have nothing to do. You just come with beer complaining and beer nagging like you don't have no good solution. No good solution. You don't go advocate to fix the road. You don't go St. Elizabeth. Because you don't come with nothing. You come like dry bush. You just blaze up and you just quickly dead down. Come like dry bush, Jess. But amen, law. Amen what? Amen what? You crazy? It now go amend and the Jamaica Labour Party will have to win the election if you amend it. You know? Have to win the election to amend that thing. And the people of Jamaica will answer, we deal with about that. Because I can assure you, comrade, that we have the support of the country with this law. Because the people are get tired of the criminal them. Right now the people I mean actually that are ball I say they regret putting in Kamala Prasad Basesa because crime out of control. Crime out of control in Trinidad right now. Crime is out of control in Trinidad right now. Okay, and that's what I want to Jamaica so you something so you can have something for campaign on. You can have something to talk about. Vote out Angie because crime high. That never happen. Find something else. Find something else. And then again, guys, me talk everything in a one. Because I don't see people that must send me no request. And then another thing, guys. Me see the PNP them in the Senate Friday. Boy, me tell you guys. So the young Jamaican them upset me. I couldn't get to come live Saturday. Me see the PNP them in the Senate, guys. But them a make amendment to the NH, to the government drawn down on NHT, so that the government can ring fence money around Westmoreland people to build house for Westmoreland people who got affected in the hurricane. No, comrades, come here. Come here, Comrade Perry and Comrade Diego. No, don't block them because I know I'm a friend them. Come here, Comrade Perry and Comrade Diego and the rest of the comment section. Wanna say this government under Jamaica wellness must ring fence money. That ring fence means put money aside specifically and that's data to build house for the people who lost their house in Westmoreland. And that you not say, comrades? So let me ask you a question, comrade. And this is a very easy question. It is very, very easy. It's not hard to answer. It's a very, very easy. I promise you, comrades, it's not a hard question. So why when PJ didn't have power for the 18.5 years, why PJ never used some of the housing trust money and build house for the PNP people in Westmoreland? Why when PNP in a power under the 18.5 years of Percival Noel James Pattison, why the PNP never ring fence, as you say, set aside, earmark, any word you know want to use, money to build house for the PNP people in Westmoreland? Tell me, give me some ideas. What do you think happened along the way? In comrades? Remember, according to every disaster come from Jamaica when JLP in a power. So I'm going to assume based on phonologics that no disaster no come from Jamaica under PNP. So what was the reason why under the PNP you never put no money aside to build house for the PNP people in Westmoreland? In comrades? Talk to me. Come soon in nice that a bob and a weave and a bob and a weave and a go on and a go on and a go on. But when you guys were in government, you guys didn't build any proper house for PNP people. Guys, please. Oh, Jesus. Guys, like up the live because look like the comrades them are there I report me live, I pure pose me there, I do like a like up the live, guys, please. Comrades, like up the live as well, come on, so over here. Why when the PNP did in a power, under Percival Noel James Pattison, why PNP never build no house for the PNP people in Westmoreland? Why I know since Jamaica Wellness coming in power since 2016, all of a sudden the PNP them want everything. All of a sudden, now no come a ball about, oh, government must build house for PNP people on Westmoreland. Let me tell you something, comrade. The more you don't hear me, I hear me good, right? September 3rd, you never vote for house. September 3rd, you never vote for prosperity. September 3rd, you never vote for upliftment, you vote for handout. One of vote for daytime Campbell go no 10 grand and no 5 grand and done with you. From vote for him, no take no yai see him back. From one vote for daytime Campbell, no take no yai see him back down some parts of central Westmoreland. From one vote for Ian Hills, all the time see Ian Hills are in a Kiara make video. And from one vote for that other one, no vote for only vote for him because him born and grow down there, no like him. You never vote for nothing at all. And I don't know how much time I'm going to tell you this. This Jamaican Wellness Administration is not going to make Westmoreland a priority. I mean, I know how much time if you tell you that. We will not make Westmoreland a priority. We not get the same treatment like all the other constituencies. We not make a priority. Because we're not special. Because when you guys are the Prime Minister, as a member of Parliament, you never want you want PJ. You never want road. You never want water. You never want housing. You guys wanted handout. That is why when me hear them rain and fall from my house stop Gracie, comrade, cartoon come to mind. When me hear them rain and fall outside, comrade cartoon come to mind, Marjorie. Because comrade cartoon support the PNP from Michael Manley days, and comrade cartoon don't have a roof over our head. Comrade cartoon is sitting now in a car now. Thank you, Trivia. So when me hear the PNP coming out to say that, oh, we want house. When do you want house? When do you want house? No. When Hurricane Melissa set back the country? No. I me hear the PNP say another thing, JLP activists. I say, oh, Andrew Holness, I prioritize paying down the debt instead of helping people. I same thing Mark Golding said the last time, but this time they fix it up because they think it's going to fly over our head. Who never hear JLP activists when the PNP say Andrew Holness is prioritizing debt management over helping. Thank you, Bloom. I same thing like what Mark Golding said, and we must take $40 billion and do handout because we have paid on the debt too fast. And the same thing then come back with again. And then there's something that me upset with young Jamaica with because there's something I want to highlight. And there's something I want to highlight. Mark Golding said in 2023 that the Andrew Michael Holness administration is prioritizing paying down the debt too fast instead of giving people money for buy handout and buy food for eat, and people are dead for hungry. And they come back again with the same narrative now. But all right, JLP for life. But all right, sister, me take 2 olive and me good to go. And the same thing they come back with Trivia. They say we have prioritized debt management instead of handout. That's what the PNP said. And the same thing Mark Golding said the last time. So how can we take the PNP serious, Nax? Because if we not pay them with debt, if we not service with debt, what happened to the country if we not pay with debt? If we not pay them with debt, we will get money for the handout. And these are some of the things that I want the young Jamaican and the G2K to highlight and bring it in a mainstream media. I leave Mark Golding and his statutory declaration alone. We need to call on Mark Golding and rebuke him when they make them statement here. How can you say that the government is prioritizing debt payment than handout? Eh? Now, if you're not paying your debt, or you get money from, we get money from for the handout. If you have one heap of debt for pay, where the money will come from for do the handout, comrades? Nothing is wrong with if the government are prioritizing paying down with debt, because we know if we not pay down with debt, then the country will in a problem. Because if we not debt compliance, nobody not gonna want to lend with no money. No business people not gonna come in no business with Jamaica if we not pay down with debt. If they don't trust we. So we are going to pay them with debt when we borrow, but nobody not lend with no money. And then something we want to highlight. And then something we want to highlight young Jamaica and bring it to the mainstream media. And leave Mark Golding and his damn statutory declaration alone. You understand profile? You have to listen to the comrade them when they talk, you know. You have to listen to the PNP when they talk. When they hear them say it, you want if anybody else hear it. The PNP said the government is prioritizing debt management, and we're prioritizing good economy than helping the Melissa victim. So basically the PNP saying that use all of the money we have and do handout and don't pay no damn debt because who cares? That them are saying who cares? That's what they must say. Use all of the money we have and do handout. That's what the comrade them say we do. Who cares about debt? That is what the PNP said last week. I think when I said it, they said they don't want to like Panda. Go and look and tell you not who said it. I will say it again, Bloom. I will say that the comrade they say it. One of the comrade they said that the Senate. So the government have focusing too much and paying down the debt, and then must say paying down the debt. Then say on debt reconstruction and economy stability and all them things there. And while Melissa victim are suffer, that's what they say. So all the PNP has focused on Marine is handout. All the PNP want the government to do is take every single dollar what we have and do handout, and then we go back but beg. That is what they want us, the government of Andrew Holness, to do. Give out every single dollar what we have and then we go back and go beg. That they want to. So they're not happy. Government spent $67 billion per hurricane recovery. PNP don't care. They want to spend every dollar and then we go back and go beg Marco Rubio. That's what they want us to do. They would have feel comfortable if Jamaica was on the international rounds begging from country to country to country. We don't operate like that, comrade. We don't, Andrew Michael Holness don't operate like that. This government under Andrew Michael Holness, since Dr. Clark and Andy Shaw, since 2016, we made a decision. It was a government decision, a policy decision, that this government will not go begging every single time something happens to the country. We're going to put money aside from the budget, from the money that we collect from the people of Jamaica. We're going to put money aside for rainy day. That is what Dr. Clark said. That is why we have the disaster response, and then we have another set of money where we put aside, different from the cap ban. Because this government under Andrew Michael Holness made the decision that we will not go cap in hand again. It must never happen again. But PNP cannot understand that, Nax, because PNP is all about handout. PNP is all about handout. So when you make a statement like that, said this government, listen, remember, comrade, Hurricane Melissa wipe out almost half of our GDP, Hurricane Melissa shut down the tourism sector, Hurricane Melissa wipe out the agriculture sector, But even though Hurricane Melissa do all of that, we still had our debt to pay. We still have a debt, no matter what Hurricane Melissa do. The people now say, all right then, IMF now say, or the people who are money now say, all right then, like how Jamaica get hit by a category 5. All of the money where Jamaica owe we're going to just write it off as bad debt because the country get hit by hurricane, so they now can't pay. No, comrade, we still have to pay that money. We still have to pay that money. So when we make a statement like government to prioritize paying down with debt, Nax, what is wrong with that? That is a good thing. Only PNP is the first administration me ever see from me born out of my mother PNP wound when make paying down your debt a bad thing. PNP is the only administration where me see demonize people paying down their debt. It's a bad thing to pay debt, pay after debt we owe people. To pay back people we owe them. PNP government do that. It under the PNP is the only government where make paying down your debt a bad thing, Raquel. And it started under Mark Jefferson Golding. Because to be fair to Peter David Sleepy Phillips, he never make them outlandish and outrageous statement there. He did want more money if you hand out, because remember the PNP a handout party, But he never make them outrageous statement there. Since Mark Jefferson Golding come in at the PNP and he realized that the PNP base is all about handout, he might cater to the base, pure handout in preach. I me say, you know what hurt me, Errol? The Brutus I mean, him not do no handout with him personal money, Him not do no handout with him personal money, but he want the government must use our tax dollar and do handout. Him not do none. Babsy say, paying down debt when people are suffering. So me tell you no, you could read the comment section. Read the comment section, Raquel. You look what Babsy say. Look what Babsy say, guys. Paying down debt while people are suffering. Hey, have thine own way, Lord. Have thine own way. You hear that? Pay down the debt while people are suffering. You don't hear that? Me tell you no. Me tell you no, Fab. Me tell you no. PNP is the only party we do not care about paying on the debt they want. When you have all of the money and go back, go beg. Me never see this in a minute. Oh, me know it work. Nax. If you get pay on time, the first thing you need to do is pay your bills. Light bill, water bill, internet bill. Then you go grocery shopping. And then you put on little rest in your savings. And then if you have a little money, you can buy KC on Friday. PNP is the only party I tell we say paying down the debt while people are suffer. You hear that? Jesus, Margaret, me nervous. Me nervous, Margaret.
Madam Speaker, ask Babsy who has suffered for me. Because me not see nobody has suffered.
But me nervous,
PNP people. No, but
PNP is the only party now. Make PNP that a crime. Jesus, God of gracious. Paying down the debt while people are suffer. So let me ask you a question, Babsy. Because remember, the debt not dissolve, and the debt not write off. So you prefer the government use the money and give to the so-called people who are suffer. And who pay the debt? Who pay the debt? Where the money come from to pay the debt we have? Type and tell me. Babsy, here's a question I ask you. You say we are paid on the debt while people are suffer. So let us use your logics now. Stop paying on the debt, Nax, and give the people them we are suffer the money. What happened to the debt now? What happened to the debt? What happened to the debt over time, Babsy? Because according to no, government have paid on the debt while people are suffer. So what happened to the debt over time?
Babsy plumber come over here and tell we say want some people to work for the farm and he can't find none. See if you find some of them suffering people and tell them say plumber and hire. There are jobs available. Why are they suffering? Babsy? Why you suffer? Why you suffer, Babsy?
I don't care if PNP suffer or jail P suffer. How government work and country run, government have to pay down upon debt. Government have to make sure the economy is strong. Because Nax may know say if we have a weak economy, we're not gonna get no investors. But they not gonna trust if you do no business with we because they don't want it. Remember say PJ fins at the country in a Babsy and wipe out 40,000 businesses, you know how hard it was to build back the economy and to build back trust in our country. Babsy said the debt is already to manage money. What is the debt, Babsy? Since Hurricane Melissa, what is our debt? What is our debt to GDP since Hurricane Melissa, Babsy? Type and tell me what is our debt. You said the debt is at a manageable position. Tell me what is our debt. Type and tell me. I bet you can't tell me what is the debt since Hurricane. Because you over PNP platform, you're not learning something. What is the debt? Tell me what is the debt. Type and tell me what is the debt. Because remember, the debt gone up since Hurricane. Because I remember telling you earlier, say Hurricane Melissa wipe out lot of infrastructure, And while Hurricane Melissa wipe out the tourism, wipe out agriculture, set back the country, we never make no money. So tell me what is the debt? The problem Nax is that, I don't know if I become my heart hard now against people Nax. Me not really follow up the PNP with their sufferation story Nax. Me don't really follow. I will come off insensitive because I know a lot of person who vote for the Jamaica Labour Party are struggle and this and that. But you see this sufferation top story, me not in it.
Me not in Madam Speaker, because I work list if you suffer. Me not in it at all. They never put on nothing. They never put on nothing for rainy day. They never save. They never have nothing to begin with and now come hope say Andrew I
But Knox,
I go make miracle.
good day, panel. Knox and
Good
Madam,
day, Fabio.
if Babsy have any sense whatsoever, she go said it how the debt reach at a manageable position, or it reach there. If you ever pay it.
Yes.
Or it
Because
reach
my
at a
mama,
manageable
because my mama tell her to
position.
stop pay it, you know, Fab. Remember, mama
Yes.
tell her to stop pay it down, you know.
So how it reach manageable now? I'm not
Yes.
understanding these people. And you know what? If Babsy live in Jamaica, study voodoo economics. Oh, somebody said that. If Babsy lives in Jamaica, the debt is coming like just from the bank. If you don't pay back the bank the loan that you borrow to do your business, the bank are gonna come take your things them.
Thank you. Thank
The
you.
bank are gonna come for the collaterals that you set up to pay. If you don't pay, what is wrong with these people?
PNP, me say, Fab, PNP is the only government and the mark goal in me say, demonize paying down the debt. PNP is the only administration under Mark Jefferson Golin who think it is okay for government spend every single dollar per so-called poor people, then go back and beg. Because look on the logic of this now, Knox. We got $1.4 billion under the portal. The PNP say government must spend up all of that because people are suffer and government have money in our account. Fine. All right. Now the PNP is now saying that the government must not take the $11.4 billion per year out of the housing trust. Use and give the same people them when they say we figure the 1.4, you know, we turn around now and build free house to them the people, right? The government will take the money for balance the budget, not for eat, not for give away, not for undertake big trip and go on the Mediterranean.